state lawmaker who subpoenaed Ryan Walters tells us why he did it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Evan Onstein.
Hello to you. I'm Jessica Shambach. Representative Mark McBride says by early next month, he wants the state superintendent of education to hand over a variety of documents. KOCO's Andy Weber joins us live now in studio. And Andy, the bad blood between McBride and a member of Walters' staff also made its way into this official document.
Jess, State Rep Mark McBride chairs the House's Education Budget Committee. He issued this subpoena because he says the state superintendent and his staff have failed to produce records that he has a right to ask for. Also within this subpoena, more evidence of a strained relationship, as you mentioned, between McBride and Matt Langston, a senior advisor to the state superintendent.
There's no I gotcha question here. It's just questions about public education that any appropriator would ask.
State Rep Mark McBride, a Republican from Moore, sent this subpoena to State Superintendent Ryan Walters on Tuesday. McBride, who serves as the chair for the House Education Budget Committee, is ordering Walters and his team to hand over the following: data on the results of his teacher recruitment program, details on a $2 million statistical software the department purchased, and emails sent to and from Walters' email he used when running a pro-school choice group.
If there's nothing there, show me. You know, I don't know why we can't provide those.
Also in this subpoena, a demand that Walters confirm whether or not he gave his advisor, Matt Langston, permission to communicate with lawmakers. Langston and McBride have a history of accusing the other of lying and undermining their work.
We've got a staffer over there making all these statements and accusations and stuff. He lives in Texas. He's probably not even here today. He's probably not here once or twice a week.
Nothing new from Matt Langston today, but Walters did weigh in on the subpoena this afternoon, comparing McBride's actions toward another Republican to the betrayal of Jesus.
There's some in my own party, the Republican Party, who have come out and taken the teachers union's 30 pieces of silver and go out and defend the teachers union fighting against parents.
And McBride clarified today Walters is not being compelled to appear in person before lawmakers, but has to deliver the requested records and documents by January 5th.